You know him from Reno 911, Grandma's Boy, and The Benchwarmers, but now you can see him live on stage. Don't miss out when Nick Swartzen hits the stage at the State Theater on his Toilet Head Tour on January 10th. Tickets are on sale now, but caller number 11 will win your way in with a pair of tickets. Call 800-320-5326.
Parker Fox, Justin Guard, Parker Fox.
JG, my guy. Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
I'm brought here by Gopher Athletics to make sure you stay in your lane.
Is that the case?
Yeah, to make sure you keep it on the tracks. After some of the shenanigans yesterday on the power trip, which I still can't believe I watched live on the stream.
Oh, I assume you're referring to Carly slapping Chris 3 times?
Yeah. Was it 3? Felt like more.
Yes, yeah.
The look on his face after that third slap is legendary.
The best off-the-air bit of it was somebody tweeted, "I wish Rosie'd been here," and Guardsy responded with, "No, he would be in the hospital."
He would have been hospitalized yesterday.
Yeah, because he would.
It might have been over for
Rosie. It would
Rosie.
have been a blood flow issue, and he would have collapsed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's why I'm here, Parker.
Well,
to make sure you're ready to go.
Yeah,
well, just to make sure I can reach your mic if I need to turn it off and make sure you don't join the debauchery.
That's a good point. That really was on me, right? If Rosie was here, I would have had to make the decision. Do I bring up that it's National Slap Your Coworker Day with Carly and Rosie in the same room, or do I just keep that to myself?
I think you would have kept it to yourself.
Yeah,
I would
you holster that one.
I think
you know
I
better.
do.
Yeah, you have to. Because Rosie would have screamed, like in Hunger Games, I volunteer.
as tribute, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
his shirt might have flown off. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I don't think Brett's recovered, by the way, from watching it live either. I don't think he's ever seen anything like
and
that.
I truly don't think Chris has. I think it
Did he even
changed
make it
his
to
life.
the plane?
That whole flight to LA.
Yeah.
He's just walking the beach, just dreaming about getting slapped.
And of course, he texted somebody the other day, "Who has the video?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was asking where the video was posted.
Oh, boy.
Last night.
That's not good.
God, are you going to rewatch that?
I think he is.
He definitely did.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Let's do Fan 5. Lots to get to. Nailed it.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, Builders and Remodelers. It's game day for the Minnesota Vikings. They are at the Rams for Thursday Night Football. We just talked to Tom Pelissero about TJ Hawkinson. Tom admitted that he's guessing, but again, the fact that he is questionable and that he has not been a full participant in practice, even though one of those was one of those, quote, simulated practices, right? Didn't actually practice. They had to just project what he would have done. But even yesterday, just not practicing. That kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. We haven't played the first 6 games with TJ Hawkinson, but Blake Cashman is officially ruled out for tonight with that turf toe.
That's the bigger one.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's the bigger one because that just kind of came out of nowhere. You know, and during the bye week we hear about that. That's a buzzkill because he's a dude.
Yep,
he's a stud.
Caleb Evans and Dalton Reisner also listed as questionable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting with this team because they're good, but it's a short week. It's 2 coaches that know each other really well. I mean, it's the pupil versus the teacher bit on a Thursday night short week. You got to fly all the way to LA, and a lot of people are going to be hoping that the Vikings win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we talked about it last week on the show. Ben was, highlighting this is one of those kind of trap weeks where it's
big time.
if you don't win against the Lions at home, which we didn't, and it's that fast turnaround against a team that's, underratedly kind of sneaky good with good coaching, a couple of good players, and now it's like you got to find a way to win that second one because if you lose 2 in a row, it's people start asking a bunch of questions.
But like Tom said about the trade deadline, this is another one of those teams because they're 2-4, but that division is not that good. They've got a lot of banged up teams in that division. They are teetering on either full sale because Cooper Kupp could be traded. There's all kinds of names that could be moved. So
Stafford rumors.
Yeah, Stafford rumors. Yeah.
Who's older, McVay or Kevin O'Connell? Which one?
McVay's got to be older, right?
KOC's older. Parker Fox is older. Trick question.
Sauce is back to his phone. Wait, what am I, .com Tom?
No.
Did you even hear the question?
Yeah, who's older, Sean McVay or Tracy McGrady?
T-Mac.
I heard you.
Vince Carter.
Or Kevin O'Connell. I think Kevin O'Connell is older.
So you're going KOC? Guerdsy, you're saying KOC?
I'll go opposite. I'll go McVay.
You're going McVay? Zach?
Oh, it's got to be McVay.
Max?
Trick question, they're the same age.
KOC's older. He's 39. Sean McVay is 38. Wow. So the pupil and the Padawan learner kind of Jedi situation here is KOC's technically older.
Do you like McVay sauce?
No, I do not like McVay.
How do you not like Sean McVay?
He doesn't like anybody.
Why don't you like anybody?
Because I do. I like you. I like Parker.
His name's Parker.
I like Max.
I like
I like
Parker.
Zach.
Yeah, see, he named everybody he likes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't name everybody.
I guess I'm the Jack Collinsworth of the Power Trip Morning Show.
I think.
You like his hair?
Oh, well, yeah, because I don't have it.
McVay or
I wish I had great
Jack
hair.
Collinsworth?
Either of them. They all have great hair. I wish I had great hair.
Oh, you could be like your guy.
What do you have against McVay?
Yeah, why don't you like McVay?
Because he, I don't know. I don't know why I have these hatreds. I don't.
He
I
obviously
can't
liked KOC. If you like KOC,
Yeah, I love KOC.
McVay. Did you hear who we playing? The Rams Vox with
What's
PA
Lepi?
yesterday. I don't know if PA heard the answer, but I heard it. Did you hear the answer from what he said about
This
McVay?
is like a shooting range. It's just shot after shot.
Did you hear about him giving McVay credit in the NFC Championship game for like a big call? Nordo, was it against like the Niners? I know you were listening. You wrote the question. Was the where he turned around and on like NFL films, there was like a huge call that was for a touchdown, and McVay turned around to Kevin O'Connell and was like, "Great call." Like, great job, like completely deflecting and giving him credit. I think that first of all, awesome nugget.
Yeah.
Second of all, that says a lot about the guy, I think, in the world of egomaniac NFL coaches.
Yeah.
That's a collaborative environment, Sauce.
Yeah, that's a very nice moment. Yeah.
Why do you hate him?
I don't. No. I don't.
I feel like your natural instinct is to just start out with the hate.
Oh, you
and then
are. You are learning well.
Somebody proves you wrong.
Yes.
You just got to be proved wrong.
Yes.
Maybe tonight you'll be proved wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate everything.
Yeah.
I like my wife,
What else?
my dad,
What else?
my sister, and my mom.
Somebody who you don't know personally.
So anybody that
Somebody that I don't know personally that I like. I like Randy Moss. I've never met him.
Ooh,
I like Dave Matthews. I've never met him.
You know, I always say you like to bet on the chalk, right?
Yeah.
You like the favorites. You like the dynasties. You like the dominant athletes. You don't like the underdog, do you?
No.
That's why you hate Brock Purdy.
Where do you live?
You hate
I live
Brock
in
Purdy.
Edina.
If
Okay.
Brock Purdy was the 7th pick in the first round, you'd be jizzing in your pants.
Oh, my gosh.
But the fact that he was Mr. Irrelevant, you hate him.
What are the rules here? We got to get some.
Who cares?
No, but here's the thing about Brock Purdy, and there's the same thing about my Sean McVay argument. Is at the time he doesn't now because they're 2-4. Sean McVay coached an all-star team. They were an all-star team. They were loaded with. That's the same reason I don't like Brock Purdy. He plays on an all-star team.
But you
And
say that he's
hold
bad.
on.
That's a very different
But on
argument.
Sunday, without all those weapons, he was terrible. So part of my argument is true. So far, he'll probably bounce back this week. But the small sliver of pie I was right on Sunday. When all his weapons aren't there,
It's confirmation bias. His
I don't know what that
statistics are
means.
unbelievable.
Sure, but
you just don't like him because he was the last pick. If he
No, it has
was
nothing
if
to
he
do
was a
with that.
top 10
Don't
pick,
say
you would
that
be
again.
raving about him.
But no,
you'd be raving about him. Like C.J. Stroud, like Jaden Daniels.
But he plays on an all-star team. That's where
Was Phil Jackson a bad coach?
Yeah, I was going to say every good team has a bunch of guys.
No, see,
Do you hate yourself? You play on an all-star team.
No,
Good
I
point.
am
You
the
would be
Brock
terrible
Purdy.
without us.
No, I've admitted that.
He was actually pretty good the week you guys were gone.
Thank you.
He did a good job.
See, you just don't like to admit it. You don't like to praise me. You just like to throw me down continuous flights of stairs. Anyway, no, but Phil Jackson's bit was he got them all to work together, like the Bulls bit that you watch all the
The
time.
Last Dance that I still watch.
1,000 out of
weekly.
my wife watches it all the time.
Yeah.
His bit about how
So he could have taken the 2013 Timberwolves and turned them into a championship contender?
No. Phil Jackson's bit was he got all these A+ egos and all-stars to play together as a team, right?
But anybody could do that. It's easy.
Well, no,
it's like Brock Purdy playing quarterback.
no.
Anybody could do it.
No, but Brock Purdy plays on an all-star team. He doesn't coach the all-star team. There's no sense to it. But you have to
To
admit.
your logic?
No, but you have to admit last week.
He was terrible.
He was
so
terrible.
was Patrick Mahomes.
But
Mahomes threw 0
Yeah.
touchdowns and threw 2
Yeah.
terrible interceptions.
Yeah, but
he was also terrible. He just
but
happened to
Mahomes
win.
doesn't play on an all-star team. If you put Mahomes on the San Francisco 49ers, they wouldn't lose a game.
Oh, I don't know about that. Look,
I mean,
I get your point there.
No,
but no one's comparing Patrick Mahomes to Brock
and
Purdy.
right, nobody, including me, thinks Brock Purdy is the best quarterback in the league.
Oh, Chad's text.
You think he's terrible.
I got a couple texts too.
Stop talking. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay.
Why, you too far away from
I
the
guess. Oh, he's texting me.
You did stand up.
mic? Yeah, you were walking that
But
one
that
off.
was dramatic effect. I kind of liked it.
What happened? Okay, sorry. I don't talk.
We don't have to talk
It
about
doesn't
Purdy. Who
matter
cares?
anymore.
The point is we're just trying to figure out who you like. 'Cause the list is so short. It's about people you don't know personally.
It was all blood relatives and Randy Moss.
I don't love all my blood relatives.
That's true. You hate your Uncle Peter.
Yeah.
He
Hate's a
sucks.
strong word.
I like him.
Do you?
I like Pete Sauce. He's entertaining.
Yeah, he is funny.
Yeah, he's a good guest at a party.
Yeah,
Good
yes, he
conversation starter.
Yes, he is.
Was that fan 5?
That was fan 5. Yeah, Vikings Rams tonight.
I thought that was a fan outdoors liner you are about to play.
Doesn't like Sean McVay.
No,
Let us know on Twitter who you think Sauce hates with hashtag Sauce hates.
let's not.
Put it in the chat.
Let's not do that.
Let's take attendance.
Trying to think you hate the poll ads.
I do. I dislike the poll ads. Yes.
You dislike them.
Yeah.
You like A-Rod?
I love A-Rod.
There you
A-Rod's a front runner. A-Rod wins.
Tackle Terry Tuma.
I do like tackle Terry. too.
Impossible not to.
I like Greg Swedberg,
What about Chad
the
Abbott?
person who will be named to the other chair later. I like that person.
You like our future market president?
Yes, I do.
You like that
Yep.
person?
Yep.
That's good.
I hope it's Barb. And I like Chad.
Abbott?
Yeah.
He's telling you you're too far away from the microphone.
That's okay. I probably shouldn't say some. You're the one who said the J word.
Who cares?
I
You like the
say
TV
that.
behind you.
Yeah, you do like that.
Yeah.
Especially when Tom Pelissero's talking.
I was listening though.
You like sweet
But
butts.
here's the thing. We set this off the air, and I'm going to say it on the air.
Here's the deal.
Not listening is part of my charm.
What a charming personality you have.
According to
You.
Me.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
One of my favorite things about people is when they don't listen to what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. It's
Charming.
it's the ADHD.
I'm
all
charmed
that
by
stuff.
being ignored.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be somebody's bit, right? They just love being ignored.
Let's talk to Parker Fox. You guys played on Saturday. Got dicey in the first half, and then you destroyed him in the second half. We'll talk about that. And we'll do headlines more with Parker Fox and Justin Gard after this on The Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFA listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest to learn more and enter today.
All right, final segment, Power Trip Morning Show. Justin Gard is here for a throwback Gerdsey Thursday. Parker Fox is here. The Vikings and Rams tonight on this station at 7:15. Pregame at 5. Little shortened bumper to bumper with Gerdsey and Barrero then if you guys are done at 5, right?
It's a good week. Yeah, we were out at 5:30 on Tuesday because of the Wild game, so it's all good this week.
Pretty good deal for you. Parker, you had an exhibition game on Saturday, right? And I think it was wasn't it a point or two at half?
Yeah, we were only up 1 at the half. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Were you guys sweating a little bit going, what are we doing here, guys? 1 point. Let's go.
You know, a little bit of it, but also you kind of think that's going to come in a little bit of a way. You know, your first organized game together. We have 10 new guys, 8 transfers. So it's this is your first opportunity really out there on the court playing against somebody that's not wearing Minnesota. So, a little bit of nerves, but at the same time, just knowing that, we weren't playing very hard. We were kind of, playing down to the level of your competition, that one kind of deal. And, we came out in the second half and we're up 30 at one point. So
how'd you play?
I played well. I think I had 14 points, played about 15 minutes.
Throw any down?
I did throw one down. Yeah, one down. Probably could have thrown a couple more. But,
little flair when you did or not?
A little bit.
How
but,
was your
celly? I didn't really celly. It's the exhibition game. Not many people in the crowd. So if you start cellying too much, it's
what are you doing?
what the heck's this guy doing? So
It's funny though.
just getting riled up, and there's 7 people in the crowd.
You, sir, I'm looking at you.
Yeah,
Get up.
And it's the blanket lady who's 85 years old.
Blanket lady was there?
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
there,
okay.
but-
Oh, no.
She's a women's basketball staple.
Yeah, she's the best.
Well, then
She's
is
the
that
best.
depressing if she's not there? If she's a staple, it's I think that
Not
game
for
didn't
men
even-
as much.
Yeah, she's more of the women's side,
Yeah.
but when she comes to our game and she's how old would you think the blanket lady is?
I don't want to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair. But
not sure.
she's old and she's takes her blanket and runs up and down the sidelines. And every time I watch, I'm there's a good chance that you step on that blanket and you go down, and the moment you do, it's going to be trouble. So
Stop the game.
Let me just answer Sauce's question. Yes.
oh, well, no,
Thank you. Yeah.
Sauce, do you hate Blanket Lady?
Blanket Lady seems cool. I like Blanket Lady.
yeah, she's great. But no, it was great to be back out there, and then we play another exhibition, our final exhibition before the regular season on Wednesday against Hamlin.
Hamlin, okay.
Yeah, the Pipers.
And the regular season starts when? When did you say this?
November 6th.
November 6th. We still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we still got some time.
Okay.
Yeah, still got some time.
But everybody's healthy. Everybody's feeling good. You're ready to go.
Yeah, everybody's ready to roll. It's exciting. Got a bunch of new guys that are really chomping at the bit. So it's good. It's good energy, good excitement. I think we're kind of up for a lot of people are kind of doubting us out and counting us out. So I think we can prove a lot of people wrong, which will be fun.
All right. Before we get into headlines, I know you and Max did Wolves fan line. Basically, you were a big part of that playoff run. Did you watch the opener on Tuesday? And if so, were you as mad as everybody else seemed to be about the effort of Julius Randle?
Yeah, I did. Me and Max pre-gamed it a little bit. We were really excited, as you could tell if anybody watched and listened to our energy. It was
you guys take
fun.
your shirts off again?
We did not. We kept the shirts on.
Nope. I was ready to go though, just in case.
You always are.
Right.
And we came out and just kind of laid a dud. Ant didn't make shots. We didn't compete very hard. It almost seemed like we let the excitement of the LA opener and the Bronny and Braun bit take take what we were there to do. I'm not nervous about it. I think they'll figure it out. But yeah, kind of a dud of a performance. And Julius was not good.
Your coach always says it can't mean more to Rutgers than it means to us.
Yes, he does.
Right?
Yep.
And that's all I could think about on Tuesday night. It felt like the Wolves thought they were the Lakers, and we do opening night all the time, and we're here and we've got 17 banners, and the Lakers were like the Wolves, we can't believe we're here, we get to play.
Correct.
And we talked about it for the first hour yesterday. That's what was so annoying about it. I was so annoyed on Tuesday.
Yep.
Not that they lost, but they just felt entitled. It just felt we belong here with the Knicks, Celtics, and Lakers. This is who we are. And they played that way, and it just drove me crazy. But I was thinking about Ben because he says that a lot
all the time. Yeah, he says it all the time. It's kind of his bit where it's you can't. It's got to mean more to you, especially as a team that's still not proven it yet.
Correct.
And I think even going to the Western Conference Finals, you still have a lot to prove. So hopefully Finch gets him roped back in, and then they figure out how to play with that intensity.
Yeah, well, just how many times did you see Ant yelling at the rest of the team, guys, get up, let's go, let's go, and it just never that energy never came.
Maybe on a Wednesday night in February, maybe. Week one
against the Lakers on national TV.
Watching, right. Everybody's watching. Rosie's there.
Yeah. Rosie's there. He got tickets.
He
somehow.
was.
Yeah, Rosie was there.
Why didn't he tell us?
I don't. That's not who he is.
I was farting too much.
Rosie.
Yeah.
In the press box.
Because there's going to be you just mentioned, you have 10 new players.
Yeah.
You do that every year, right? So there's things that you have to work out, obviously, and they traded them 10 minutes before the season. So there's a lot of things that you got to fit.
Yeah, but the effort.
The effort is non-negotiable.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know it, Sauce. That's how you've built your
Sauce,
career.
You get it?
Effort and details.
No effort is kind of
preparation.
It's charming. It's kind of my bit.
No effort.
There was a timeout that ESPN, or was it TNT? TNT showed on Tuesday night. There was a timeout. Finch is yelling at Julius Randle, and Randle was looking at the big screen. He's watching the highlights.
It's not a good look right now.
It's like, buddy, you just asked Finch a question, and now you're watching TV. Pay attention, dude. This is your job. This is your livelihood.
Like that. Just pay attention.
Just pay attention.
Yeah.
Part of Julius's charm. Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric. Go solar. Get solar panels put on like I did.
Hell yeah, man.
Wolf River Electric. Great people. Man, I'm not trying to do this, but I had this starred 3 hours ago. We just were talking about the list of people that Sauce hates. I don't think he hates the person, but he does love that Justin Timberlake has dramatically struggled to sell tickets.
That was my bit for a while.
His favorite thing this 2 months ago was just going on random cities' websites and seeing how many empty seats Timberlake concerts had.
That's one thing, by the way. I'm wondering if when Sauce's baby comes, when PJ comes, is he going to have time to do all these things?
For sure he will.
You think he will?
Oh,
okay.
I don't think that's going to change at all. But Sauce, my guess is you're going to say this is a conspiracy theory, but Justin Timberlake has had to postpone some dates due to bronchitis and laryngitis, and I believe the Minneapolis one is one of them, is it not?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it St. Paul or Minneapolis?
I think it's St. Paul.
Let me... I don't know how a lawyer would say this, but let me bring in a witness of mine. Zach will back me up on this. That it was really bad.
Lots of blue dots. Lots of blue dots that represent
That
seats
means
that are
open
unsold.
seats.
Yes.
You couldn't believe it.
But are you calling foul then? Are you saying that this is not
this is
bronchitis and laryngitis? This is to save face?
Yeah, this is yeah. Well,
let me
Ticket sales are tepid. What is he, the Flop, Sweat, and Tears tour?
You should do a BOGO like you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Serious question. Who is his audience that's going to buy tickets right now?
Right. And,
boy.
I just mean, who's because
great point.
For people our age, like we grew up in the NSYNC era.
I saw him like 6 years ago. He was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was excellent.
And so when we go, like from the TRL days, we would go, right?
Yeah.
But now we're all in our 40s.
Yeah.
But isn't it
And
still
it's
those like
Halloween
middle
night, too.
class suburban moms that are still going to go see him?
Yes, but I don't think so. I think they're kind of over it. I think we're kind of over at that venue, at a place like that.
It's Halloween night, too.
We've all got stuff going on.
Yeah.
You just mentioned it. The suburban moms and dads, we're busy. We can't bang a Tuesday to go see JT.
Zach, your hands up.
We've got other things to do.
Well, now it's Monday, February 24th, 2025, and not much has changed in the blue dot front.
See?
So they bumped it back.
Yeah. It's not.
I just don't know who his audience is that's going to go and spend a bunch of money to go watch him.
I feel like there's other people that have filled the Timberlake vacuum.
Because it's not going to be, and I love the guy. He's great. He's a stud. But I'm not going to see his concert. I might have 10 years ago like Sauce did.
Do you like his solo work or NSYNC work better?
I think I like NSYNC better.
NSYNC is A+. Yeah, super good.
Sexy Back is all time, though.
It's a
what
good
about
song.
Like I Love You? Way better than anything NSYNC ever
I mean,
did.
Bye 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 is an all-time
Yeah,
song.
Bye Bye Bye. It's going to be
so
me.
good. Yeah. Oh,
Friday night just got paid.
Yeah,
and
so
it's
good.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I saw him at Hilton Coliseum in 2002.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Saw him at the Metrodome in 2001.
Put your hands down.
Speaking of Fridays, TGI Fridays is reportedly on the cusp of bankruptcy.
No.
Where's Vince Young?
Sayonara, suckers. Oh, my God, Pat.
You guys like Fridays?
Yes.
I used to a lot more.
Jack Daniel's chicken.
The one over here
Vince
closed.
Young right now.
Yeah.
That's sad.
A 39-year-old guy in Iowa is facing multiple charges after he strangled a woman with an American flag. Anybody have any comments related to the election or not?
I do, but I've been told to put my guns away today.
I have a joke, but I don't want to say it.
Don't. A quick update. After Pelissero joined us, he went on
Good Morning
NFL Network,
Football.
and he has said the Rams get Cooper Kupp back for maybe the final time tonight against the Vikings, and there now is optimism. Puka Nacua potentially could return tonight as well.
Oh, no. All right. That changes the game.
That changes a lot.
He's
Do we know
very good.
why this man was moved to strangle this woman? Any more details
I think
you
he
can share?
heard about the Puka Nacua update and just got really pissed. He's a big Vikings fan. Nope. This is just, that's how headlines normally
Yeah, I
works.
know.
Sometimes I have the details. In this case, I don't. It just says he strangled her with an American flag.
Rosie.
Next topic. No, new topic.
Yeah, new topic.
I mentioned yesterday that I was going to vote yesterday, and I did. There was 0 people in line. It was the best. So again, in the past, 4 years ago, I think I waited 40-ish or so minutes. And again, willing to do that. It's the vote, right?
Yeah.
Civic duty, blah, 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 blah. Yesterday, 0 minutes, 10,000 times better. 10,000 times better to wait 0 minutes. It was awesome.
I'm going to make your voting story about me.
Can't wait.
Charming.
You know what's cool
Part
about
of your charm.
You know what's cool about the last time we voted and then this time when we vote? We vote at what is going to be my son's elementary school.
Wow.
I just think that's neat.
Oh, good for you.
There's like 40 of them in that little area, and we got lost back there. There's a lot of schools and stuff back there.
That's where he'll get lost, too, especially in math.
Oh, geez.
Did you find the principal's office?
Not yet, but no, we'll probably spend a couple days there.
Detention.
Quit watching the TV, Paul Jr.
No.
Again, Sauce, when you go to the ballot box in a couple of weeks here, make sure you vote for the candidate that's going to back No Child Left Behind. Because Paul Jr. is about to experience that. You can't let him go.
No.
Make sure he keeps continuing with his education.
Yeah.
No Child Left Behind.
I'd love to be at your first parent-teacher conference.
Can you record that?
I mean,
StreamYard.
Yeah, I was listening.
His grandpa's, he'll be fine.
Don't you feel like it'd be like a dome dog moment, like the teacher's talking about it, and then we go back and look at the timestamp and Sauce said, I could really use a dome dog right now.
The teacher goes, Paul's son, pay attention, because we're both on our phones. Yeah.
If the Dome Dog tweet doesn't sum up your entire employment here at iHeart, I don't know what does.
But here's the bit.
It's one of my all-time favorite
But that
Sauce
also
stories.
got both of you to laugh.
Gut laugh.
And both of you are like,
we laughed
this
so
guy
hard.
gets it.
Do you know that story, Parker?
I don't remember saying this guy gets it. I don't
I got
remember.
you to laugh,
We'll do it
right?
30-second version because we've told the story so many times. But again, this just sums up Sauce. Sauce is back here. Urgy and I was that New Orleans?
Yes.
We were in New Orleans for the Final Four.
Anthony Davis, Final Four.
Oh,
Sauce is running the board. He's got to connect us, Radio Row, to Minneapolis. Somebody thought that was a good idea. That Sauce is the one in charge of getting us connected.
Something
so we can
wasn't going
broadcast.
right, and we had to explain to him what was going wrong.
And to be fair, it's not something I would have been able to figure out. And Sauce was doing his best, but we're in panic mode because we got to be on the air in like 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we are frantically trying to get a hold of Sauce and texting him and calling him. And while we're sitting helpless in New Orleans, we're scrolling Twitter.
Oh, no.
And as we think Sauce is sweating and working his ass off and doing everything he can to get us on the air, a tweet pops up on Sauce's scroll that simply says, I could really use a dome dog right now. A Metrodome hot dog.
I'm sure you could, though.
Out of nowhere, he had to tell the entire Twitterverse that he wanted a dome dog, and we're like, Sauce, son of a bitch, get us connected. And
I did.
It's gonna work.
Yeah.
It was like
I'm not even connected yet.
The time was like 11:58 Central Time, like on the timestamp. We needed to be on at noon. One of us, I think you just held up your phone or you held up something and you go, he's clearly on it. he's clearly got it figured out.
I did, though.
So
I got
it kind of sums him up. You got the job done, but you were so distracted. You didn't feel the pressure. You had no sense of urgency or drive. You're just like, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just got to tell people I want a dome dog because it's a great bit.
Yeah.
Dome
Part of
dogs
your
are
charm.
sweet.
Yeah, they are sweet.
Guernsey, this station is nothing but bits.
I've heard that.
Passenger. Oh, hey, you guys are going to probably get this, but let's just try. Passengers on a blank plane saw a rat in an overhead bin on a flight from Dallas to Los Angeles. What kind of a flight was this?
A Frontier?
Spirit's the right answer.
It was one or the other.
It's got to be
Parker.
There goes your NIL deal.
Yeah.
For the
Dang it.
win.
I was hoping to get one
Sun
with
Country,
Spirit
official
Airlines.
athlete, official airline to go for athletics.
Exactly right.
Never see a rat there.
I'll only fly Sun Country.
Spirit ain't going to pay for no player anyways. They don't even pay for their own planes.
Fair. Very fair. There was something called, we're going to go with necrom. Man, how do you even pronounce this? Negrogamy. It's got to be negrogamy. Necrogamy.
Come on.
Man, that's hard to say.
Yep.
Necrogomy.
Does this have to do with
It's like polygamy, but negrom.
with the dead people?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh, God.
There are a couple of countries where it is technically legal to marry a dead person. France, China, other certain areas of India, Japan, and Africa. You can legally marry someone who's dead.
Why?
This one remote part of China, some families, if their kids died early, they will marry two of their dead kids, like a dead son and a dead daughter together.
What's the reason outside of just ceremonial purposes?
Supposed to be for the afterlife. They're like, oh, they're lonely in the afterlife, so we'll arrange a marriage for them. I'm like, well, damn, you can't get no.
Okay, well, then
Spirit girls?
Is there any way?
No game?
Is there any way I can get Carrie Russell to agree to marry me at least when I'm dead?
I mean,
I bet you could.
Then she wouldn't have to
you
put up
probably
with
won't
me.
look as pale when you're dead.
Yeah, just be normal.
How does that work with the money? You get the money?
When I'm dead?
Yeah, would Carrie Russell get your money?
I don't think she needs it.
No.
She seems to have more than me.
All right.
Until I win the lottery.
That'll be great.
Although Matt Reese won the lottery because he's got Carrie Russell. Lucky son of a
You need to
bitch.
take a deep breath.
Canada.
Is it your turn today in the Power Trip Morning?
Can Carrie Russell slap me?
Hey.
Canada is dealing with a group of thieves that over the past couple of weeks has hit a couple of grocery stores. But the reason why it's making the news is they are going from store to store, stealing as much butter as possible. Mm-hmm. Not even like enough where it's worth going to jail. The first theft was a little under $1,000. The second one was a little under $1,000. They get away by just loading a whole bunch of butter into a cart and then sneaking out the back of the store.
What?
But serial butter thieves right now in Canada.
Genius.
It's like the meat stealing bit in Trailer Park Boys.
That is a reference I do not relate to. Can you walk me through that one?
Yeah, they pretend that they work for the meat department and they just load up all the meat in a cart and walk out with it. It's a meat stealing operation. It's fun.
The meat department.
Yeah.
The meat makes more sense than butter.
Trailer Park Boys is one of the funniest shows of all time.
I've heard that from almost everybody.
It's so funny.
Never seen it.
You've seen it, right, Maxo?
I've seen a couple episodes.
Oh,
It's really funny.
It's super
really funny.
Halvey, what would someone do with all that butter?
Careful.
Oh, I don't know. Make a grilled cheese?
Did Guardsy wake you up?
Yeah. I was watching ESPN.
He was tweeting about dome dogs.
And that.
I would eat a dome dog right now.
Trailer Park
I
Boys
actually
or
would, too.
Eastbound and Down?
Trailer Park Boys is way funnier.
Eastbound and Down is hilarious.
Yeah, I never really got into it. Creasel loves that show.
You hate
really funny.
Danny McBride.
I do not like Danny McBride. Although
What?
Danny
True
McBride,
story. He doesn't like
Danny
him.
McBride,
Come on. I can't stand with you on that one, Saucy.
Hold on.
I'm
But
usually right by your side.
Wow. Hang on.
You really know what you want to say.
But Danny McBride in the movie where they all play themselves.
This is the end.
The end is
This is
near,
the end,
whatever.
whatever it
This is the
when
end, yeah, with Rihanna.
The scene between him and James Franco is one of the funniest scenes in any movie. When he talks about the magazine he finds. I mean, you could say the word Cory said 10 minutes ago, but I don't have the job security Cory has, so I'm not going to say that word.
Fair.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Facts. Yeah. So
Somebody else you hate that's kind of in the news. You hate Ben Stiller. You don't think Ben Stiller's funny at all?
I do not.
And but you were the first one to tell me yesterday, and then I saw the trailer. Then as soon as I saw the trailer, I stopped watching because I don't like spoilers. They finally have a date for Severance season 2. It's what, January
17th, I think. Yeah.
Gertz,
Great show.
I know you're not a giant TV guy. Did you watch Severance?
I did not.
It is.
It's great.
It's arguably one of the 2 or 3 best first seasons in TV history. But I would argue just. It goes toe-to-toe with any season of any show in the history of television. It's that good. Ben Stiller directed it. He's not in it. It's spectacular.
It's excellent.
To the point where I'm so nervous that they can't match that in season 2. I hope they do because it was almost perfect.
Now,
it might be perfect.
That is
so good.
That is the version of the kid that did all the homework and studied and all that. This is my version. There are moments of it where I'm like, I do not know what's happening.
Which is honestly part of its charm.
Part of its charm.
Is it's the mystery factor. You're like, what is happening?
When it hits, it's one of the coolest TV moments I've ever seen. It's so good.
They have...
this is a good group project, by the way. I feel like I'm at a presentation.
Yeah.
You're doing the work and you're the supplementary part.
And then he wrote my name on the project.
Severance season 1 has... excellent direction because Stiller's just a genius. Escape at Denimora was the same way.
Super good.
You have unbelievable acting. Adam Scott, Christopher Walken, a whole bunch of people.
Steve Bombardozzi.
There is parts where you're like, there are parts of it where you're like, I don't understand what the hell is happening. This is so confusing. Yeah. But they consistently pay off your patience.
Yeah.
And they have the last 3 or 4 episodes. Basically, every one of them is the all-time cliffhanger.
Yes.
Right at the end of the episode, they drop something on you. You're like, what the F? And you cannot wait to watch the next one because the end of the episode is so good. And the season finale is the all-time cliffhanger. You're like, how long do we have to wait for this? It's so smart.
It's so weird that you're like, what?
Do you know the premise of it, Gertzy, or not?
I have no idea what we're talking about. How about you,
I don't care what Abbott says. I said the G.
Whoa.
So it's a science fiction concept. The gist of it is
Again?
The gist.
Oh my God.
Texting you?
The gist of it is there is a procedure you can have. Oh man, this is the wrong day to bring this up to you. No, don't listen to this. There's a procedure you can have where you completely separate your work and home life. So you go to work because you got to make money and get paid.
Yep.
But you have no idea what you do at work, and your work person has no idea what you do away from work.
Who you are.
Zero connection to the outside world. You don't know anything. So you don't bring the stress home, and you don't bring vice versa.
So when you come up from the elevator, you basically don't know where you've been.
Yeah, so that's the quote severance. You are completely severed from
feel
your
like that sometimes.
home and work life. But the layers of it is just so clever
great.
and interesting.
It should be a show that I watch an episode of. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't get it. I love it.
It's
I think it's
awesome.
so well done.
Yep.
Can I come over and watch?
No, Rosie, you wouldn't get it.
No, he watches it, doesn't he?
Probably. Anyway, season 2 comes out in January. Again, the highest of expectations. I just don't know how they're going to live up to it, but let's hope that they do. Parker, did you grow up with goldfish crackers like most of us in the 90s and 2000s did?
Of course. They're in our locker room. We have them all the time.
They're the best, right?
Yeah.
They debuted in 1962, and they were originally designed for adults. It was supposed to not be a kid's snack for, lunch boxes and watching Saved by the Bell. It was more for bars, when bars would put out
Sober
nuts
you
or
up a
whatever,
little bit.
pretzels, nuts, and goldfish. Well, they realized pretty quickly that the kids liked them more. Well, now to kind of play on that, they are reportedly for a limited time, they're going to rebrand goldfish and call them Chilean sea bass to, quote, try to market them to adults. So it's just a marketing ploy, but I think they are going to actually sell bags of Pepperidge Farm goldfish that say Chilean sea bass on them.
Salivating when you see it.
Goldfish are A+.
What's your favorite kind?
Are adults
cheddar.
not eating these?
Extra cheddar?
They should be.
I still eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
It
the
drives
extra
my kids
cheddar
crazy
ones.
because I probably eat them more than they do.
That's the only. That's why I almost never buy them. Is I do go
Same.
back to 13 years old where I just am drinking Mountain Dew and eating eating goldfish.
You mean
So
the greatest times of our lives?
I agree with
Yeah.
that, but I am not capable of just having like one handful of goldfish.
Yes,
so if I
nobody
get
is.
that bag, I'm going to eat the whole bag. That's like 1,200 calories. Maybe more than that. I can't do
They
that.
have the
Like the gallon box.
super box.
that has
family
the-
size.
The spout on
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yes.
the best.
I walk,
does matter.
I walk by that all the time at Target, and half the time I'll like have my arm around it to like bring it in, and then I'm like, I can't. Because
Right.
I'll just
You'll eat the
'em.
whole thing.
I'll just eat them. Yeah.
Totally agree.
With like Mountain Dew or lemonade or
All of it.
Gatorade.
All of
It's
it.
just a perfect combo.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, so good.
Saved by the Bell, Mountain Dew, and then either goldfish or Doritos. That was it.
Or both.
Or both. Why not?
Yeah.
We're 13. We don't have metabolism.
Yeah.
And then Sunday at like
We do at that
2:30.
point, at least. We don't have metabolism worries.
Sunday at 2:30, the Bulls were going to play the Knicks, and Bob Costas was going to
Yeah.
bring us in with the
Yeah.
John Tesh theme. I mean, what could be better?
Oh, the
Sauce, how
John-
did that go?
Ba-da-da-da-da, basketball, that bit. Yeah. That's a great one. SNL bit.
Do you like Bob Costas?
I love Bob Costas.
He got a lot of heat for his baseball calls,
But
which I thought were
I
stupid.
loved Bob Costas.
Oh.
He's terrible on his baseball call.
Disagree.
It's so bad.
Disagree.
No, it's not.
He's
good.
the same guy as he was 30
No, he
years
was
ago.
so good. Like is
Parker, you seem to like almost everybody. Do you hate anybody?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Who do you hate in the world of broadcasting or sports that you've never met?
Oh gosh.
Anybody? Drive you nuts?
No, because there's so many like Gus Johnson and gosh, there's so many people I like. There isn't.
Hey, it's Mark Rosen.
There isn't really anybody. Is it bad to say Collinsworth? I'm not a big Collinsworth guy. That's
Jack
probably-
or Chris?
Maybe a dumb question, but how much, as a college basketball player, how much does Dick Vitale mean to you? Did you grow up with Dick Vitale?
Yeah.
or-
Grew up listening to him, and I think he's great. I think it's fun, but I think I don't know. Isn't the crazy? I'm not the craziest Dick Vitale guy.
All right,
But
yeah, because our generation, it's
He
like
was the guy.
Dickie
Yeah.
B was
Yep.
everything.
But it's
He
I
had a
missed
video game, I
that
think.
generation a little bit. I think so. But yeah, he's legendary. Obviously, the best.
all right, we got like 5 minutes. Let's go around the room. It's Vikings game day. Parker, we'll start with you. Vikes Rams tonight. Your thoughts? What happens and why?
I think it's a tight one. I think we come out with the win. I was going to say a different way, but I think we come out with the win, and I think it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be like a Reichert field goal to end it. One of those situations. But
From
I
70?
I don't know about 70, but I think it's going to be one of those games where it's just kind of that grinded out, physical, got to win at the line of scrimmage games, and hopefully Aaron Jones can find about 100+ yards. I think that's the only way we win if we get the ball going on the ground.
Gerdzie.
I wish this game was on a Sunday on a normal week because I think the fact that it's Thursday, I think that works in the Rams' favor because I'm with Parker. Thursday night games are hideous, right? I mean, think about it. Think about playing
Always.
football 3.5 days after you just played
Yeah,
football.
I love Thursday night football.
And well, because you love Al Michaels and you love Kirk Herbstreit's dog.
Yes.
And so I think it's going to be ugly because of it's Thursday, and I think that actually favors the Rams. The home field thing I don't think matters all that much. I heard the LA Vox saying that Stafford goes on the silent count home and road every week. Like it doesn't matter because there's always more fans for the other team, which makes sense. But I do think they win. I think they grind it out. I think the culture, Corey, rises above everything, and they find a way to grind it out. I think Cashman's a big L. I think it's a big miss. I don't think TJ plays, but I do think it'll be like 24-21.
Max, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Parker on this one. I was looking at the stats, and the Rams are they're bottom 3 rush defense. So I think Aaron Jones has a big game. I don't think it's going to be particularly close, though, because Matthew Stafford is prone to interceptions and turning the ball over, and this Vikings defense is a ball-hawking defense. So I say we get him at least a fumble and an interception, and the Vikings run off with the win.
Zachary, Vikes, Rams, and Wild Tampa.
This makes me nervous for both, just because, as you mentioned, the short week. I think Sean McVay knows more about KOC than anybody in the league, so I'm worried about that as well. I think it's going to be a close one. I think 24-21 final with a 51-yard Will Reichard field goal to win it.
Sauce, my guess is you're going to predict the Rams are going to win 65-2, but take a shot at it.
But
Vikings Rams.
That's on the broadcast. I saved my A material for that.
That's tonight.
The Vikings are going to win, and Justin Jefferson is going to have over 150 yards. They're going to torch that secondary. These two coaches know each other. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and I hope they win, and they'll go into this mini bye 6-1. And I guess they would probably this weekend or Monday or Tuesday make some kind of big trade to add to the defensive line.
I mean, could you see that happening?
Yes,
maybe?
I could. Maybe I could. I think they're making phone calls, and I was also told there will be a lot of scouts at the Notre Dame Navy game.
Oh, NFL scouts.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm very curious to find out which teams are there.
Yeah.
Let's just hope Jordan Addison knows which routes he's supposed to be running. That would help.
That was so annoying.
Yeah.
That would help. That was bad.
Wolves play the Kings tonight, right?
Yeah, Wolves.
They sure do.
They win. They'll
Yes,
also
sir.
win tonight.
I don't know. Kings are a try-hard.
Yeah, but
and they've got some dudes.
But Finchie, from some of the quotes I read yesterday, I would guess he screamed at them.
Yeah, they just need to play harder.
Yeah. Well, one of them needs to play harder. Julius Randle needs to play harder. You get out rebounded by Austin Reeves. Give me a break. He literally meat sauced it. He turned around and watched the TV.
Is there anything worse, Parker, than getting a run? Like you have your scouting report and you go through and you know all the good players, and then all of a sudden it's just some random dude that you barely hear about that's just clowning you.
Yeah,
and
just killing
like
you.
flexing at the student section on the road. That's like Austin Reeves and Rui and the dude that had a couple of dunks. Like we're getting clowned by this guy.
That's like a 11th or 10th seed team. That's not a good basketball team, but they just destroyed
Am I
us.
the only one? I want to see Dillingham. I don't want zero
I wanna
minutes
see
out of
Dillingham.
Dillingham. Bronny got 3 and Dillingham got 0.
Yeah, that was the
Come
most
on, man.
manufactured thing I've ever seen.
Sacramento's a tough place to play, though.
Exactly. Yeah. You'll understand one day. The moment with LeBron and Bronny on the bench when he's like talking to him.
Sure.
I was crying.
But it's so forced.
It's all right. He's
It's
LeBron.
so forced.
He's done enough. I'm cool with it.
I'm going to court with my dad today. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
And the video.
He's out of town. He doesn't care for me.
9 to noon is next. Vikings tonight right here on the Fan. Tomorrow, initials at 8:15. What are we up to? 76,500, I think, is the initials jackpot tomorrow. 76.5. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9 to break down the Vikings and the Rams. 9 to noon next.
To listen back to today's Power Trip Morning Show or to hear previous shows, podcast us on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.